Well, hello everybody. I am the real Mr. Kraken, and today we're doing a video. It's like those random thoughts videos, but I'd say this is a bit different in terms of direction. And I just filmed this after reviewing Black Paradox, which is somewhat relevant, but it's a thought I had the other day. What's this segment about, or what's this? I don't know. I don't even know what it is. This genre of video I make. It's about thoughts, random thoughts. And I had a thought the other day about reaching or nirvana. Nirvana ultimately, or to an extent, is classified as reaching true knowledge, reaching pure knowledge, or reaching pure, not purity, but reaching a point where you understand. And it's understanding everything, and you've reached peace with yourself to a degree. There's many ways people perceive it, interpret it, but to a degree, it is reaching that point in life. It's reaching that point in life where you are complete. And when we look at our society and life, we think about small picture stuff. We think about, oh, life is about having kids, it's about having a family. And to me, I think those are good values. I think that is a good way to live life. But the greater sense of existence lies within space. We are such a small speck in our space, in our universe, let alone the galaxy, let alone the multiverse. We are such a tiny speck. Space, if you look at it, is life. Space is existence. It is reality, and it's like, this is the world. Here's your household. Here's, you know, we look at the world, and the world is life, but our reality is here. But in reality, life is outside of the world. It is, again, we are a speck. There are other planets. There could be other life, but we have such an. I mean, for the most part, it is healthy. It is scary to think about the greater reality of, how insignificant. I mean, mentally, it is significant, the little things we have on a day-to-day basis, but how insignificant everything is. My phone, it's a speck of materials on a planet. My reality on Earth, it's important to me as an individual, but it isn't that big. So in thinking about how one can achieve not assimilation, but achieve reaching and being part of life, which is the universe, because when looking at nirvana, it is about becoming one with the universe. And in becoming one with the universe, I had this thought. When looking at space, it possesses positive materials. So we're looking at planets, we're looking at suns, we're looking at all this, and in joining the universe, which is space, you could think, oh, therefore the purest way to die would be being killed in space, being dealt into the sun, something along those lines, dying in space. But no, because that's like dying on Earth. I think, to an extent, black holes. That was my thought. To die in a black hole. To die in a black hole, because the black hole it's like the mouth of a universe. It consumes, it eats. I mean, in terms of the science, it's matter condensing, and it definitely has its definition and physical attributes that make it external to what space truly is. But it's the mouth of space, and to be put into a black hole. Have you ever seen Interstellar or one of those space movies where they're like, shit, I'm going to be in a black hole? To think about it, you go into that black hole and space consumes you. You've been consumed by the universe, which would be painful. It'd be fucking terrifying. But it's an interesting thought that to an extent you can realistically be consumed by the universe, become one with the universe, because whilst we may pass on human land and eventually the matter that composes our physical body be melted or be turned into some material that lies within space, being consumed by space itself is its own outcome, is its own reality, and in that reality you have become one with space. So I pose you this: if you were to leave this world, what do you think the best way to leave would be? Because to me, I think that once life has seen its course, when I reach my end, you know, good old 90s, when I reach my end, if I can reach 90, I hope so. I don't know what my life expectancy is, but if I reach that point, I'd like to become one with the universe. Even, I mean, my religious beliefs lie with me, and I do have mine, and I do believe there is more to life, but I think there is a beauty to that to an extent. Now, I mean, that might be coming off reading Junji Ito. He has these very peculiar takes, but just think about it. Think about what you think as a creative thing. I'm not saying think about this and think about it in a literal manner, but I'm saying philosophically. What I mean, I think it is achievable to reach our nirvana, to reach assimilation, to reach togetherness with the fabric of reality, because the universe has its mouth, it eats, and we do end up. I mean, we don't really know yet. Wormholes take you to another place in space, but black holes, they just eat you up. Stomach with no, a mouth with no butt. Yes, I did laugh at the word but, very different from my usual random thoughts. Death. Interesting thought. Well, I hope to see you in the next video. It was an interesting video. You don't have to like this one. I prefer when you like my reviews and my gameplay, but this one's about thinking. Because you know what? There's so much unthinking, so much linear thinking, so much confined thinking. I want to hear and see people thinking about stuff that's really profound, really out there. I thought this was an out there thought, so I'm putting it out there. Tell me what you think. Tell me if there's a thought in the comments that you want me to make another video on, because that's what this is. Think, have a good think. Think about it. It can be anything. Maybe you're an artist. Think about that in a philosophical sense, because philosophy is beautiful, to me at least. Okay. Bye.